Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about VP Records, owned by Vincent Randy Chin and his wife Patricia. The gangsterness that this is telling me, man. Like, I don't even know if gangster is just the dopeness. Let's go with that. The craziness, the greatness. A Chinese couple goes, yo, we gonna get down and do this thing with reggae music, which, by the way, they're not the first. For my generation of dancehall and reggae, they're definitely the most prominent. There was nobody rocking it like they was rocking it. They're not the first. There's joints that go all the way back to Bob Marley doing joints, you know what I'm saying, with Chinese producers, arrangers, and studios with them. And then this whole joint during the 90s was just wild. Shabba Ranks, Shaggy, you know what I'm saying, Super Cat, all of these Cutter Ranks, you know what I mean, all of these artists. Then as time went on to the 2000s, Beanie Man and them was still doing some joints with them and all this. Crazy. This is what we talking about when we say Asian and Pacific Islander history. This is that joint right there. This is beautifulness right here. This is what this episode's about. I have to tell y'all now, it's semi-short. I mean, because they, you know, after you tell what they did and when they got there, everything else is basically all about the artists they work with and the catalog that they present to the game. So I'm like, this ain't the Stax Records documentary joint on HBO where we can sit down and dissect every angle and origin, which, by the way, I've only watched the first episode, and I have to tell you, first thing I'm gonna have to tell you is, it is great. Stax, to me personally, Stax was my Motown growing up. Like, my peoples had Motown out the cut, but I tell you now, especially when you're young, when the first time you hear Otis Redding's voice, no matter if it's an up-tempo song and definitely if it's them slow joints, you're hooked. You're like, well, who is this dude? Because there's nothing else out there that sounds like Otis Redding at all. Like, before or after, nothing. So the uniqueness in that voice, the pain, the feeling, you're like, yo, nobody sounds like this. Like, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of great artists out there. Aretha Franklin is one of the other ones I think nobody touches when it comes to that. Like, you can feel it in their pain. Gladys Knight's another one. Bobby Womack's another one. I'm just saying. That's just a whole different thing. So when you're a kid, you're like, yo. I also found out yesterday, I guess I never put two to two together. Volt and Stax were the same thing. Kind of like Tamala and Gordy is Motown. I didn't know that. So I'm just like, yo, this is wild. I'm lost on this. Because a lot of times we had a lot of Volt records, the red joints with the lightness, with the lightning joint, like your Shazam or something, the flash in the morning. Yeah, we had that was a joint. Stax, the first, and I didn't even, again, too young to sit around and try to like look at years and all that. But the most notable one for everybody is the Finger Snap. The first joint was Stax of Records. And I'm just like, yo, I remember the Carolina Blue, light blue, sky blue, whatever you want to call it. Just like the word Stax had a little curve to it, and over top of it was records. And I'm like, yo, this is Buddha record label. Buddha record label. That was a spooky joint, especially when you're like putting records on at night and all you see is like you see the face a little bit of the Buddha. It's a little creepy, especially, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a little creepy. But it was dope to like watch some of that. So what I'm saying is, we didn't do that. That's not what we did. We did something totally like, yo, basically what we usually do. And I encourage people to go look up VP Records. Check their catalog out. You'll see what I'm saying. Especially if you remember the 90s dancehall reggae. Because where I'm from, HOV, which is Hampton University Records, Norfolk State, 103, Those were the ones I stuck with. Because Kiss was hip hop. Matter of fact, look, I'm about to start reminiscing. Kiss had a joint where they did the top 10 countdown. Because there was already a top 10 countdown for all my hip hop heads. If there are hip hop heads listening, y'all remember, I don't even know if it still exists. There used to be a joint that'd be like, the hip hop countdown, number 10. And they played a joint, and then like every couple of them, they'll be like, yo. And it would just the same, matter of fact, that guy, or the same voice, the same people who brought you another thing about black music or black culture or whatever, and you put two and two together. This is all owned by the same company, had the same dudes. But I'm just saying, that was a thing, like the hip hop countdown, and they talk about, and they have a little excerpt of like an interview with the artist or whatever, and it was always dope, and it was just a great joint. So Kiss would play that, I think on one day, I think on a Saturday, but then on a Sunday, while everybody is out here reggaeing it up, they had a 2-hour and some change, because it always went over, and some change, top 10 of their own. Might have been even a top 20. I don't know, and what would happen is, it's going through the same process as the other joint. But then when it got to the top 10, I don't know if this brother is alive, and I always say salute when I talk about this brother. Salute to DJ Rob. He would get nasty on the 10. Like with the top 10 records, he's all of a sudden he's blending, he's cutting a little bit, he throws in some other stuff, and it's like, yo. It was phenomenal. So I gotta exclude them. But 103, HOV, Norfolk State, reggae, and it was dope. It was dope. Wherever you were at, you would listen. Everybody seemed to be listening to it. If they weren't listening to that, they were listening to what I was just talking about with the hip hop countdown for Sundays on Kiss. And it was just a great. That was my middle school to high school to adulthood vibe right there. That little early adulthood. That was that lane. That was a beautifulness. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. When you go check them out, you'll see what I'm talking about. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Great catalog. It also lets you know, like I said, Chinese people were in Jamaica. I think I even did a thing about that, or I might have. I don't. We do so many joints, and then you're picking one a week, but that's a great thing. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about before we get any further on this, I have to say this, because it's starting to, I guess, be a big deal. Salute to Mace. Salute to Cam for the whole joint on CNN. That alone was magnificent. That was crazy. That was wild. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of how you're supposed to handle that. When they call you up to talk about stuff that you really don't interact with, and they're looking for that voice, you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to put your hat on and be like, yo, the douchebaggery has now begun. That's just how it's supposed to be. Let's just be real. That's when you're supposed to be ornery on them. You're supposed to be a little flippant. You're supposed to be everything that they're not asking for. And the host, I do not know this woman's name, but the fact that you can see it on her face that this is not what this was supposed to be. And salute to him. I've seen some people get mad about it, but again, you have to realize, from our perspective as hip hop fans, you know what I'm saying? We know Cam and Big was tight. Big sign Cam. We know Cam and Mace are tight. That was a Harlem clique right there. They were part of the Children of the Corn. They were tight. So you know that for the most part, yeah, if Cam does know Diddy, it's off of secondhand, you know what I'm saying? It's secondhand stuff. It's like, that's my man is his man, so yo, we cool. And that's about it. For everybody who knows what that's like, You don't go out here and really try to put it in perspective like y'all type. If I'm cool with A, but A is dope with C, I'm B. You know what I'm saying? Like A and C are super tight, but me and A are super tight, but they're tight for a whole different reason. They're cool for a whole, you know what I mean? I come through, I don't even have to particularly like C, but that's my man's man, so we're gonna be cordial. And a lot of times that's what that is. It's like, yo, like, nah, we don't get down like that, but that's my homie's man. So sometimes we all are out together. And even then, again, we're humans. Y'all know how we do. If we ain't vibing like that, you stay in the cut a little bit. You like, yo, I play my position over here. I'm good. You know? So salute to Cam for that. Back to the joint. Mesa said this a while ago, that when it comes to this hate for Caitlin Clark, y'all need to stop. I heard Barkley say it. I've heard LeBron say it. I've heard a lot of people saying it, and I agree. Let me tell y'all that first of all, I understand what they're saying. I agree. Here's the other side of the story, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else later on too, by the way. But here's the other side of that story. They're looking at it from, it's all good now. Everybody's gonna prosper. Everybody should eat. Don't be mad. What are y'all doing? Get yours. That sounds great. I'm from around the way. Gentrification is the biggest slap in the face. Gentrification is the wildest thing to live, not to witness from afar, but to be there as it's happening, to be there, right there when it is in progress is the craziest thing. You walk out the door one day and you realize there's people flattening the concrete. Like those lumps and bumps in the sidewalk, they smoothing that out. They're putting the little straw stuff down to grow the grass. You know what I'm saying? There's a group of people now where there was a big space of nothingness for years because they bulldozed some houses or something down. All of a sudden, now they're putting a playground up. You're like, okay. Then you start realizing the block ain't hot no more. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't understand what I'm saying, it's not, there's no more corner standers. The boys ain't on the block doing their thing. The addicts are far and few all of a sudden. Like, you're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? The wilding out at night slows down. Then you realize, oh, they're about to start bringing in different people. And everybody's telling you, they're making the neighborhood great. You guys should be happy. What you don't understand is people have been going to City Hall complaining about the neighborhood for a while. Hey, can we get police presence to knock all this off? We got a big space. Can y'all do something with that space? Y'all build like a little playground or something. Oh, no, it ain't in the budget. Well, we'll take it into consideration. It's not in the budget. Out of the blue, it's in the budget. Somebody found the money. And it's not because we've been saying something for years. And I'm saying that because that's how it looks right now for a lot of people in the WNBA. I'm not even going to say that they're saying that. You can tell that is a vibe. It's like, oh, all of a sudden now ESPN has room for more television time. Okay. Imagine being in the league for 5 years. You're an all-star. Out of the hundreds of players they have, you're top 10. You've been in the league for 5+ years. All of this stuff is now happening because you have a popular player and people want to see her succeed. And they're like, no, you shouldn't be upset. No, you shouldn't be upset. You should be like, yo, let's enjoy this. The other side of it is we've been busting our butts. We've been putting in that work. And you guys kind of were like, nobody really cares. This is the most I've seen people talk about the WNBA for years. For years. And I was always an advocate going, it's not the fact that nobody's watching, it's the fact that the NBA has never really truly promoted that league. This year you can't say that. They are putting their foot down. So now think about that. If you've been in the league for 5+ years, and because she's here, all the stuff that you've been asking for, all the stuff that you've been going, hey, can you work something out with ESPN to get a couple more games on? Hey, can you do this to do that? Hey, can we get a couple? Can we find ourselves in a couple more commercials to highlight? We are the WNBA. Can you work that out with us? Yeah, we'll see what we can do. It's popping now. That's the thing. Imagine being the people who have been saying something for years, and all of a sudden, now it's good. And here's the thing. I don't even think it's towards her. It's the fact, oh, now we got that. You know what I'm saying? Now okay. Now we gonna do it. Okay, all right. Again, it has nothing to do with her. You know it has nothing to do with her. That's that piece. Another piece of it is I see people trying to go, they need to let her showcase her skills. What are you talking about? Again, now that the camera is on us, I'm going to go out here and kill it. These defensive players are going out of their way to be defensively trying to slow her down. Why? Because as much as you're focusing on her, you're going to also come away and go, yo, whoever that chick is, she's dope. She's been locking Clark down for a minute. She only got like a couple of shots off. Like, she's been cloaking her for real. She's been on her. She can't move. Like, she might as well be a part of the jersey fabric because she is on top of her. These players are showing out a little more. They're really they're doing extra things. They're really playing because it's like, oh, since you guys are so busy trying to make sure you get her games, I'm the team that they're playing next, I'm showing out. Oh yeah, Shorty got a little 20-something, but you know who dope? Blah, blah, blah. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You're going, yo, the fans came to see her score out the building. She has to earn those. Yeah, the fans went crazy when Michael Jordan would do the dunks. For all the highlights that y'all love to see and talk crazy about, whether it's good or negative, the other side of it is when you watch those games, it's a struggle to get to them. Like, a lot of times, that's all you got. Those 5 dunks were all you had because it wasn't good. Like, he get up in the air and it's a boom. He on the ground. He get up in the air. They foul him before he can get in the air sometimes. Like, nah, we ain't letting you do that. Isaiah and them said that. Like, yeah, the whole thing was to not let him take flight. You have to think about it. That's the thing. I'm the opposition. Like, you want to get this? We can't treat this like it's an all-star game because she here and let her get hers. Nah, we got to win the game. These wins count. I don't think it's, oh, I hate her. It's, I hate the fact that because she's here, now everybody wants to go, oh my God, this league is great. Oh my God, I'm going to start watching this league. Like I said around the beginning when people told you how much she was making. Look, the WNBA has been complaining. They're not getting enough money. You see what she gets, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh man, I can't believe they don't get paid. No, that's what now you see what I'm saying? Like, that alone speaks the volumes that I'm talking about. Now they're probably trying to figure out how to work the pay scale out differently. Because she's here, and now all eyes are on her, so now all eyes are on the money. And now you gotta rearrange, and oh my God, WNBA players been saying that for a while. Like, yo, it'd be nice to get more money. Y'all be alright. Y'all ain't nobody watching y'all. Y'all just She come through. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they don't have this. I can't believe they ain't getting this. Why don't they do it like that? Oh my God, I can't believe that the NBA ain't really putting in for the WNBA. They've been saying that for years. Now y'all see what I'm saying? It's not her. It's the process around her. It's the programming around her. It's the fact that now all of a sudden, every single thing that we've been saying that was wrong or could be worked on, all the critiques are now about to be addressed because now all eyes are on us because she's here. It has nothing to do with her. It's the system. But I'm just saying something, apparently, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm on the outside looking in. I definitely don't know. But I can tell you when you look at these players, it has nothing to do with her. It's that. And then even if it is, well, yeah, they're kind of like trying not to let her get a joint off. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Every big man when Shaq got in the league was like, I want to test the old boy out. We'll see what he really got. There's a time where it was understood. It was folklore. It was something that rang in your ears. The isolate Michael Jordan, kick him to the curb, boycott, turn your back on him, boys club mentality during the All-Star game. If Mike get anything off, it's by accident because we're not trying to let him get his game off. We ain't trying to let him show out. Forget him. People forget that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? The way that they treat, like, oh my God, it's all about him, huh? What about, we've been here. And that was the vibe. It had nothing to do with his skills. It had nothing to do with him as a player. It was, oh, now y'all want to focus on this. Okay. Now it's all, okay, no. We're going to show y'all. Boom. Nobody wants to break it down like that because everybody wants to have the hot take. Want to say this the most craziest outlandish thing. And I'm not saying when Cam when Mace and Barkley and all that and LeBron, I'm not saying what they're saying isn't a hot take or isn't wrong or isn't right. What I'm saying is that's 100% right. Like, yo, she's the reason all of this is happening. Y'all need to embrace it, enjoy it. The other side of it is you can't be mad that there are people who are mad. You see what I'm saying? All right. If y'all didn't notice, last week we didn't post anything. We recorded it. We'll post it sometime, probably even this week. But it was recorded. It wasn't posted. A lot of stuff went down last week. One thing that went down last week is I was asked. Did I just say it like all crazy? Asked. I was asked. How do y'all had somebody ask some black dude like, yo, if you really black, say ask. And he was like, say ask. How does that make me not black? What was that accomplish? And it was like, see, that. And I'm not. I said I know I sound like I'm joking, but he was just really lost on that. He was like, if I'm really black, say ask. Ask. What does that accomplish? Well, I'm sorry. What does that prove? Am I missing something? Yeah, I'm just saying. And I just said I sound like that myself, right? Ask. Because you want to save the Anyway, I was asked. Yeah, went right back to the whole joint like it's some spray and hatchets to be a part of a podcast thing for a couple of episodes. And I'm like, my first thought was like, cool, yeah, that'll do wonders for my joint because they have, they're a lot more up there than I am. I'm like, yeah, that's how you expand your brand, your game out there, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Here's the thing. They should have just stopped at that point where they were like, yo, would you like to get down? Yeah, cool. And I could have walked into the rest of the scenario. Because then I got another message that was saying, yeah, because, when we listen to your stuff, we like what you say. You got like a lot of hot takes. Like that's the kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? We got that, you know what I'm saying? It could do that. You know what I mean? It got that hot take vibe. As I read that, I quickly went, nah, I'm good. Never mind, I'm all right, because I don't want to be the hot take guy. That's not my thing. That's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? I blame that on First Take. First Take became kings of the hot take. And now everybody needs a hot take. When you see clips and excerpts of these podcasts, it's always hot takes. Like it's rarely, like sometimes it really is like there's a conversation between two people and there's just a funny story or a inspirational quote or just a nice little examination of something. Whether it's sports, society, politics, money, you know what I'm saying, parenting. It's, you're like, okay, cool. But for the most part, that's a small percentage. The rest of it is really, outside of the comedy joints, the rest of it is crazy hot takes and wild, absurd debates and these setups. I feel like a lot of times the setup, like I brought you in so I can have the upper hand on you and let you sprue this gibberish that is nonsense, and I want to now take the high road and just look down upon you and break you off something with these facts. You know what I mean? And I've seen people do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't want to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? It's different when we're just having a great conversation, because hot takes to me seems like you're purposely saying something to get under someone's skin. I don't think if you're taking what I say as a hot take, then you're not listening completely. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also giving you the reason why. So then that means you can see where I'm coming from. A lot of people don't even give you that reason why. They're just saying some most crazy, absurd stuff, and they're like, and I'm gonna leave this here for y'all to hold. Yeah, I said it, and there's no rhyme or reason behind it, or the rhyme and reason behind it is so straightforward with no view of a compromise on it that you're like, that's very straightforward. That's like, it's very black or white. There's no gray in here. There's no ambiguity in there. There's no, what are you doing? And that's what life is. Life is that. So when people conversate and we talk, you're supposed to, like, if somebody sees something different than you, view things different, different politics than you, boom, boom, boom. It's not a time for debate sometimes. It's a time to figure out where's the middle ground. And from there, you can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? For too many years, these podcasts have been built and based on we're going to disagree and continue to be at odds. Like, I've seen podcasts where dudes would say something the other guy clearly knows, yeah, I agree, but he's going to still disagree. Like, he'll go around that mutual understanding, like between hot takes. First Take is the show, right? First Take and I hate to say it, the Black Lives Matter movement, everything's debatable with no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? Once you started to debate unarmed people being shot, we already knew we lost. The common sense and conversation and the fact of some sort of let's figure this out was gone. There's nothing there. The fact that if two people are having a conversation, there's something you guys can agree on, and you totally go, I'ma circle around and talk about that. There's a problem. There is a major problem. And that's my thing. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to be part of that. I can't see myself being part of something like where we can't agree on stuff. I told somebody this years ago. They were like, yo, you really watch Bill O'Reilly? I'm like, Bill O'Reilly, I'm not going to say probably, definitely more than Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson. Bill O'Reilly, and I can't forget, rest in peace, Rush Limbaugh. Rush was another one. You could listen to them 5 days a week, and there's going to be a segment, at least 3 segments out of the 5 days. I don't know how long their shows are, but out of those 5 days, there's going to be 2 to 3 segments, 2 to 3 topics that you go, I agree with him on that. Because that's how we are. We're built on it. There's times I've seen Bill O'Reilly agree with something Obama did. Matter of fact, Bill O'Reilly was one of the only people on Fox telling you the stuff Obama was doing that benefited conservatives, while the conservative people were trying to not even acknowledge how conservative Obama really was. Bill O'Reilly did that. And I'm not praising Bill O'Reilly. I'm just saying you can listen to somebody, and no matter how much you disagree with them, there's going to be something at some point where you're like, yeah, I see what you're saying. And that's the moment that you guys can build on and then realize that, yeah, we have different views, but there's still this right here that we agree on. And it's just, I don't know why we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to go, nah, I'm good. I'm still listening to your joints. I'm still come through and rock with your joints, but I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's progressive. You know what I'm saying? To debate things that sometimes should not be debated. And then again, the thing is, I know I would be the Max to their Stephen A vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Max messed up at. Like, Max agreed with a lot of what Stephen A was saying, and if anything, was trying to build upon that and make a conversation about that. Stephen A was like, nah, dog, this ain't gonna work if we ain't at odds. And thus proving the point that that's the whole thing, that people want more of anything. We have to be disagreeing for this to work. That's just not gonna be a thing I can get down with. With that being said, we're here to talk about VP and how, like, reggae is such a beautiful thing. Salute all the Jamaican women out there. Salute all the Jamaican dudes too, but that ain't my point. Yeah. Salute all the Jamaican women out there. Salute all the attractive Jamaican women out there, because there's always ugly everybody's. I know somebody like, what? What do you mean ugly everybody? Everybody's ugly. I don't care who. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes who are like, I love Russian women. And there's a few ugly Russian women out there. There's some ugly I love Italian women. There's some ugly Italian women out there. I love Indian women. There's some ugly Indian women out there. I love Native Americans. Same thing. Hey. Barbados, just cause where's Rihanna from? Barbados? Yeah. They all don't look like her. Yeah, trust me on that. Haiti, they all don't look like her. They don't all look like that. Jamaican, they all don't look like Patra. No, they all don't look like Patra. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Trinidad, they all don't look like Nicki Minaj. That's just, hey, I'm just telling you. Puerto Rico, they all don't look like J-Lo and Cardi B and Angie Martinez. Yeah, no, there's some ugly brides out there that are Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you know. Beastly. You know what I mean? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I want the Mexican brides. Yeah, they all don't look like Selma Hayek and all this boom. There's some ugly Mexicans. As I say, salute to all the sexy Jamaican women. That's what I mean. I mean, hello to all you non-attractive ones, but salute to the attractive ones. See, I'm still acknowledging that. They don't act like it ain't, you know. But anyway, this is this episode. VP Records. Let's do what we do. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. And we're going to try to work out the last week's episode this week also. Well, if not this week, next week. I won't be getting down with y'all until next week. So I know this is Memorial Day weekend coming across. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Please understand that this is Memorial Day weekend. I don't understand. Maybe I'm lost on the concept of why should we be barbecuing and partying and having such a celebratory time when we're supposed to be in mourning. And I have a thing for Memorial Day weekend years ago about the first Memorial Day weekend about with being black people, and then there was 2 or 3 white ladies who also were around the same time were trying to figure out how to salute their soldiers. So it's out there. We'll probably put the link up on the thing, like, yo, and if you want more, you can always listen to Boom 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 in this episode. Thank y'all for listening, though. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Let's get into what we do. Thank y'all. Let's go. Yeah. One time for your mind that don't quit. I be keeping it popping on some smoothness. Shout out to Bad Boy G and Lisa. Last night, look, I played this one blood joint because, you know, man, I got in the crib, tuned in, and they was playing one of my favorite Frankie Beverly and Maze joints. Salute to Frankie Beverly. I know he was going through some stuff. They retired him. The internet retired him, by the way. Out here playing this man, and he won't sounding good. They doing the same thing to Freddie Jackson. And these are like people who grew up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our parents made love to these people, and y'all up here like, but y'all paid to see these people. Y'all knew what kind of shape they were when you saw the pictures. Look, Freddie Jackson's skinny. Freddie Jackson ain't even have fat in his cheeks. You knew them notes weren't gonna come out right. Stop playing. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. But at least we still got New Edition. Jodeci still sounded decent. You know what I'm saying? For us, that's for us. Imagine like our kids is like, you know what I'm saying, Casey and JoJo in their 70s and them notes ain't hitting like they used to. You know what I'm saying? JoJo, help me. Yeah. He coughing and then he pass out on stage. Yeah. JoJo just gonna finish it going and then pick him up like, you drunk again? I can't talk no more. We got that. Salute to Bobby Womack. Rest in peace to Bobby Womack. I saw a video of Bobby Womack. He was old. Like that hairline, that forehead. My man was all bald and had whatever that was in the back. He was completely bald with a ponytail. Like he was, like he knew Kung Fu or something. Like, yo, what is you doing, son? Just out here putting his leg up on chairs and pelvic thrusting in front of other old lady faces. At least it was age appropriate. Like, if everybody had a heart attack right then and there, they all would have went out with a nice one. Like, he up here, what you gonna do when you come through? And she like, oh Lord. Just like, and look, for all my women who are around my age, slightly older, let us not go out here with these glitter sequences. Let us not be out here looking like the Weather Sisters and nothing like that. Like that. Leave that with the generation before us. Do not go out here and play yourself out here with these glittery, shimmery joints like you Cheryl Lynn about to sing. You know what I'm saying? If this world was mine with Luther. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? For real. But anyway. This ain't what I'm here to talk about. I just felt like I needed to say that because some of y'all be out here, you know, thinking everything cool right now. Y'all still in that phase where y'all be out here chill trying to dress like y'all young. Dudes too. I saw a dude who I know was like a good 70. Had to fit it on to the side. You know what I'm saying? Tight jeans on. Like, son, you old. You need all the circulation you can get. Why you trying to cut that off? Got the shirt. He got the jacket, the short jacket that come up by the rib cage, but the sleeves are long with the shirt under it. Like, nah, son. I don't know who you think you like. Nah, you got the drawn on hair. Like, you seen the pictures with the old dudes be getting their hair drawn on? He got that going on. Like, nah, like age appropriate. Be age appropriate, bro. Like, ain't nothing wrong. Like, out here trying to get with these youngins. Like, yeah, girl, come on over here. You gonna get them worms. But anyway, so far his halftime over there with the game with the Knicks and the Pacers. 10-point lead for the Pacers. I did not like veer off or something. I had to just Google that because I wanted to show y'all. My bad, y'all. We live. We live. Anyway, what I am here to do though is get it to you like this. Get it to you one time. Take it from the top. Get it to you one time. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. Look, I'm out here zoned out. Hold on. Take two. My bad, y'all. I'm zoning. This moment in Asian and Pacific Islander history. One time for your mind, we don't quit. Caesar be coming through with that smooth. Got you grooving. It's been proven. A lot of dudes don't know what they doing. Do it. No Diddy, it's just the music. I'm waiting for an old boy to put that in the copyright. Like, you trademark that. Don't y'all say no. I catch you on TV saying it. I want my money, son. Anyway, one of the other reasons, because I knew I had to really, like, one day just play all reggae, but one of the crazy parts is I waited till it was Asian and Pacific Islander month, because VP Records, you know what I'm saying, started in the 70s, late 70s. Whether y'all know it or not, this basically Jamaican label, reggae label, is owned by Patricia Chen. That's right. Yeah. Look, y'all ain't even understanding. They was out here giving us so many grooves back in the day. Shabba Ranks worked with them. Bougie Bonton. I'm about to say Bougie Man. Beanie Man. All of these, like, all the joints we was rocking back in the day, Maxi Priest and all of them, they was rocking in the studio with the Chins, killing the game. Yo. And by the way, it wasn't just them doing their thing. Like, this whole vibe goes all the way back, way back into like the 60s, where there was Asian, Chinese influence on reggae music, all the way back to the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't understanding just what I'm talking about, because this is the crazy joint. You know what I mean? We mean, like, we talking Herman Chin Loy. We talking Leslie Kong. You know what I'm saying? Leslie Kong recorded Bob Marley's first single, One Cup of Coffee. Think about what I'm telling y'all. This ain't, you know what I mean? They're hidden heroes. They're the unsung heroes for reggae and dancehall. Crazy. You know how crazy it would be if back in the day we knew this? You know what I'm saying? You know how many pregnant Chinese, Asian chicks would be running around? Because brothers would really be like, yo, we all together. Look, they make music with us. Why don't you come through? Suki? You know what I mean? We be out here just ignorant. By the way, yeah. Here's a wild story. I'm going to tell y'all before I get into what I really was going to tell y'all. But here's a piece of crazy joint. I remember I didn't know no better back then. So I'm hanging around, because I was one of them I ain't gonna say goofball kids. I was one of them kids who was always in the talent and the gifted classes. So I'm not around a lot of bros until it's time to go home. So one day I'm just hanging out, not knowing no better. I don't know no better. White dude was out here messing with some Asian chick, but his taste was bad. They were never pretty Asian chicks. So another white dude was like, yo, my man got that yellow fever. Do you know, for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month or so, I kept my distance from that dude, because I didn't know what yellow fever was. I didn't know yellow fever was slang for he liked them Asian girls. I just was like, yo, I don't know what the man's got, but that sound nasty. Yellow fever sound like it's like maybe a downgrade. Like if AIDS is red, yellow fever gotta, of course, be yellow. And that's like under orange. I don't know what he got. I don't even know why he's still in school. So I'm like, why are you still in school? I kept my distance from that dude. Then I found out what it was. My mama told me what it was. Like, that just means it's like Asian girls. Oh, well, he got bad taste, because these are some ugly Asian broads he be messing with. Like, yo, dudes, whatever your fetish is for women, whatever your type is for women, have some taste with it. Y'all just be out here grabbing anything sometimes. Like, dudes be like, yeah, son, I like Spanish broads. But all them Spanish broads you mess with got messed up teeth. Like, every Spanish broad don't have messed up teeth, but for some reason, the ones you seem to find yourself attracted to, like, are you sure it's Spanish broads, or you just like messed up mouths, like teeth? Like, because remember when we was kids, there was a lot of Spanish broads. Teeth looked like, you know what I'm saying, rocks. Just was nasty, son. And anyway, reggae. That was what we were talking about. Reggae. Rich is dope. Cause back in the day, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what y'all lives was like back in the day. Mine's like if you had, because we didn't go to clubs, we went to like the community center joints, the community center functions, and you know what I mean. You dance, and they let you dance a little provocative. But when you got to somebody's crib, and they ain't want nobody home, and that reggae come on, girls was so y'all women are so mean. Cause y'all be like doing the stuff that turn we young. Y'all turn us on, but y'all get mad when things happen. Like, get off me. You sticking on me. He's poking me. I can't dance with him no more. Like, what? And I'm an observer as a young kid watching all this don't go down with these. So I'm like, yo, when my time come, I'm gonna have to just focus on other stuff. And that's what I would do. Like, chicks be all up on you. And chicks be on us. Be grinding, like boom, boom, and you be thinking about other things like the best rhymes, like, you know what I'm saying? Some get a little, some get none, some get your bad one. I'm thinking of some Tretch stuff, Rakim joints. I'm just like, yo, don't think about nothing. Then they be trying to, and y'all be trying to make eye contact, strong eye contact too. Like, oh snap, they be licking their lips and looking at you. You be like, ooh. And then they say something, you be like, oh, her breath stink, yo, stinky breath. Can't think about nothing else, and they be like, yeah, I like dancing with him, he don't be hitting hard. Then, see, when you young, they can say that stupid stuff. You get older and say something like that, somebody looking at you crazy, like, for real? I mean, cause y'all popping, he ain't nothing? Yeah, son, I don't know what's up with you, man. What, you got a cup, or you just ain't, But you know, you had to have that mind control. You know what I mean? You be sitting at the couch with somebody and then they just roll up on you and start trying to, you know what I'm saying, lap dances for you. You had to fight that. We was at my man's house. I told y'all back in the day about my man Dre, older dude. We was like 15, 16. He was 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? So it was wild because he was our OG. He was our big bro. And a good portion of the chicks he messed with, not all of them, it's the hood. Not all of them, but a good portion of them were his peers. So these are like 19, 20, 21-year-olds. And like one time we're at the crib and I'm sitting there because I'm like, yo, beautiful caramel complexion, short haircut joint going on. You know what I'm saying? She had that old school Jada. She had that Jada Pinkett joint from the different world going on. Like, yeah, I mean, hazel looking eyes. You know what I mean? She's like, well, why you sitting there? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you too cool to dance, man? She started, grown woman. And I'm like, yeah, touch on me. You can touch on me. I'm like, oh my goodness. Trying not to, you know what I mean? She opens up my legs. She starts wiggling down further. You know what I mean? I'm sitting on the stool. She breast is hitting all up in my inner thigh. I'm like, yo, all the pieces, y'all. Then she did a joint, but she just dipped her head and came back up, dipped her head, and then head like, all up in my stomach, and then she went lower. I'm like, man, I had to get up, y'all. I left. I was like, yo, holler at her later, though. And she was like, man, if you was just a little older, like, I'm just saying. I mean, how old are you? I'm like 16. She's like, just a year older. The things we could do. I'm like, I'm gonna be around next year. I'm going back home. I'm like, the good old days. Reggae would do that to you. Reggae will have y'all out here wildin'. Women be wildin'. Dudes get the both for no reason. Chicks just be like, I came to have a good time, and these dudes is, you know what I mean? Because we ain't, like, this is, like, reggae was the twerk session. That was, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't really a lot of, unless you knew Luke and them music. That was it. It was reggae and Luke music. Like, chicks and nails twerking to, like, slow jams. That's just wild. Like, like, making they butt clap it, something to slow. Like, yo, this is, hello, twin, where have you been? And they up here playing with their butt, like, one butt cheek is the other one, and the other butt cheek is the twin, and they just rolling when I, how you been? You be like, nobody love you like you. And you be like, oh, Lord. And you be like, that look good, but this is just so inappropriate right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a funeral. I don't even know why you brought that song to the funeral. What was that about? Like, yo. Anyway, let's get back into what we do, man. Another classic. Salute the bad boy. Salute the Puff. Salute the Chucky Thompson. Rest in peace to Chucky Thompson. Salute the Shine. I don't know who idea it was to bring this brother on, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I was so mad when I bought the single, the Bad Boy single, and the ad-libs was not in the single, was not on the instrumental. I was like, yo, I felt like I wasted my time buying that instrumental. But anyway, let's do what we do. Legal Crime Radio. Please look up Asian people in reggae, by the way. I know I'm bugging. I just started reminiscing and seeing some of the craziest stuff back in the day. You know what I mean? Musty broads, and you just be still dancing. But if you was musty, they hollering at you like, he stink. But you were like, yo, you was stinking too. But I just kept my cool because I thought maybe, something could happen down the line. Forget you too. And your feet big. Forget you. Yes. 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 We did it. All reggae. Dopeness too. Yeah, look. It is always dope when you find them joints that had that same beat and you just throw them joints behind each other. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, ooh, we, one after the other, and just vibe with it. You know what I mean? It's always dope to do that. Salute to the whole dancehall movement. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, it makes that comeback. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, it makes that comeback, and sometimes it fall back out. But yo, salute to it. Salute the reggae music. Salute the reggae tone. I know they're getting sued and all that, but yo, hold on, bring it back. I just wanted to say that to the people out there. Music is music. Let's ride with it. You know what I mean? Salute to Kendrick Lamar, who was out here taking the copyright thing down so the content creators could talk about the music and had the music being played and flourish. You know what I mean? Because he understood this is hold on, bring the beat back. He understood that this right here was something major, you know what I'm saying? So he rolled out with that. Salute. Yeah, we gonna holler at y'all Saturday. Mother's Day, I did not know it was like right around the corner. For real, I thought it was the next weekend. But all right, cool. You know what we do, man. We're gonna have some Mother's joints rocking for about the first hour. Then we're gonna get into some real stuff. You know what I mean? Do how we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, had that mother I love you stuff, and then after that, had that kill, sex. You know what I'm saying? And have mamas like, oh my God, you told me listen to this, and then what is the world? Oh my goodness. Mama, don't act like you ain't never watched Poetic Justice. It was like, punch him in the face again. Punch Joe Cherry in his mouth again, Tupac. Don't act like you won't out here. Like, first of all, but anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all Saturday. So let's do it like this. Look, out here doing that voice messed me up. Anyway, take two. Let's do it one more time. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime the show God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. And y'all be safe. Peace. This is what happens when you lie, baby. All day. Mess ups and everything. But it was a dope show. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.